Love English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Love English Podcast. It's so nice to have you with us again. I'm Emma.
And I'm Leo. Hello, everyone. Emma, I have to be honest with you and our listeners today. I am not having a good English day.
Oh, what do you mean by that, Leo? What's going on?
I just feel tired. When I started learning English, I was so excited. I had so much energy. I studied for an hour every day. But now, after a few months, it feels different. It feels like a chore, like something I have to do, not something I want to do. I have no motivation.
Leo, thank you for being so honest. I promise you that almost every single language learner in the world has this feeling sometimes. Motivation is not a constant thing. It comes and goes like the waves in the ocean.
Exactly. Last month, I felt a big wave of motivation. This week, the water is completely calm. I feel nothing. What do successful learners do when this happens? Do they just have more motivation than me?
That's a great question. The answer is no. They don't have more motivation. They have better strategies for motivation. They know how to create it even on days when they don't feel it. And today, we can talk about some of those strategies.
Yes, please. I need them. Where do we start?
We start with the most important question of all. Leo, why are you learning English?
Why? Well, because it's a useful language. It's good for my career, for travel, the usual reasons.
Those are good reasons, but they are very general. They are not personal. Your why needs to be a strong, clear, and emotional reason. We call this your big why. It is the fuel for your journey. A general reason is weak fuel. A personal reason is powerful rocket fuel.
So, it's useful is not a good enough reason?
It's a start, but you need to go deeper. Let's try. You said it's good for your career. How? What will a better job give you? More money? More freedom? The ability to provide for your family? And for travel, where do you want to go? Who do you want to talk to? Imagine yourself in that situation.
Let me think. Well, I have a cousin who lives in Canada. He speaks English all the time. I want to visit him next year. I dream about having a real conversation with him and his friends in English. I want to understand their jokes. I want to tell them stories about my life. I don't want to be quiet and shy. I want to feel connected to him.
Now that is a big why. Do you feel the difference? It's not just about travel. It's about connection. It's about your family. It's about confidence. This reason is full of emotion.
Yes, I can feel it. Just thinking about it makes me feel a little more excited.
Exactly. So my first piece of advice is this. Write your big why on a piece of paper. Write, I am learning English to talk to my cousin in Canada and feel confident. Put that paper where you can see it every day, on your desk, on your mirror, on your wall. When your motivation is low, read it. It will remind you why you started.
That is a wonderful idea. I will do that as soon as we finish talking. Okay, so finding my big why is the first step. What is the second strategy?
The second strategy is to track your progress. A big reason we lose motivation is because we feel like we are not improving.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like I'm in the same place as last month.
But I'm sure that's not true. Your brain just forgets the small improvements, so you need to help it remember. Get a notebook and start a progress journal. Every single day at the end of your study time, write down one small thing you learned or did.
One small thing? Like what?
It can be anything. For example, today I learned 3 new words: delicious, exhausted, and opportunity. Or, today I listened to an English song and understood one full sentence. Or even, today I practiced saying the for 5 minutes. The goal is to make your progress visible.
I see. So after 1 month, I can look back and see 30 small things I learned.
Exactly. You will look back and say, wow, I learned almost 100 new words this month. I'm making progress. This visible proof is incredibly motivating. It shows you that your hard work is paying off.
That is a lovely idea, a progress journal. It seems so simple but so powerful. Okay, what's next on the list?
Strategy number 3, don't do it alone. Learning a language can feel very lonely sometimes. It's just you, your books, and your computer. Humans are social creatures. We get energy from other people.
That is true. I always study alone in my room.
Try to find a community. It can be a study partner, a friend who is also learning English. You can practice together once a week. You can share what you learned and ask questions. Or you can join an online group for English learners. When you are part of a group, you feel accountable. You don't want to disappoint your partner or your group. And when you have a bad day, they can encourage you.
Having a friend to talk about the difficulties would be very nice. We could motivate each other.
Yes, you are not alone in your struggle. Sharing the journey makes it much more enjoyable.
And that leads to strategy number 4. Make it fun. If learning feels like a boring chore, your motivation will always disappear.
We talked about this before. I need to connect English to my hobbies like cooking and movies. Exactly, but it's also about your daily system. Make your English habits something you look forward to. Maybe you can make a rule. I can't watch my favorite Netflix show until I finish my 15-minute English lesson. Or you can listen to a fun podcast while you are walking or commuting. That's a big reason we make Love English podcasts. We want to be the fun, easy part of your daily English habit.
That's very helpful. When I don't feel like opening a grammar book, I can just listen to a conversation instead. It still counts as practice.
It absolutely counts. All listening is good practice. The goal is to make your habit so easy and enjoyable that you do it automatically. Okay, now for the final and very important strategy. What do you do on a day when you are very tired, very busy, and you have zero motivation?
That's me today. What should I do? Should I force myself to study for an hour?
No. If you force yourself too much, you will start to hate English. On bad days, the secret is to be kind to yourself and just do the minimum. Have a 2-minute rule.
The 2-minute rule? What is that?
You tell yourself, I will just study for 2 minutes. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes. You can open your app and do one quick quiz. You can review 3 vocabulary words. You can listen to the first 2 minutes of a podcast.
But 2 minutes is not enough to learn anything.
The goal is not to learn. The goal is to keep the habit alive. It's much better to do 2 minutes than to do 0 minutes. Doing 0 breaks your routine. Doing 2 minutes maintains your identity as a person who studies English every day. And often, once you start, you might feel like doing 5 or 10 minutes. But if not, 2 minutes is a victory for that day.
So it's okay to not be perfect every day.
It's more than okay. It's necessary. Rest is part of the plan. Kindness is part of the plan. A successful learner is not someone who is motivated every day. A successful learner is someone who keeps going just a little bit on the days they have no motivation at all.
This is so helpful, Emma. I feel so much better. Let me try to summarize. The 5 strategies are: 1, find and remember my big why. 2, track my progress in a journal. 3, find a community so I'm not alone. 4, make the process fun and easy. And 5, on bad days, be kind and just do the minimum.
A perfect summary. Motivation is not something you have. It's something you create. And now you have 5 excellent tools to create it.
Thank you so much, Emma. I'm going to go write down my big why right now. And I think I'll write in my new progress journal that today I learned how to stay motivated.
That is the perfect first entry. And for all our listeners, we hope this helps you too. Don't give up. Your journey is important, and you can do it.
Thanks for listening to Love English Podcast. Remember, every minute you spend learning English is an investment in your future. Keep learning and see you in the next episode.